All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Heat number one. Brian Edwards and Ed Jones Sr. on the front row. Timmy Martin and Rusty Modesty on the second. Edmund Jones and Jim Johnson on the third. Riley Maricchio, Kyle White rounding out the field. All the drivers start rolling with Ed Jones Sr. up on the front row. Everybody stacking up side by side. Remember, this one gets exciting with the uphill front stretch, the downhill back stretch, the dark corner entry into turn 3. Things do have a tendency to get a bit sketchy at Five Flags. Pace car is going to lead him around one more time. All right, the driver's taking a deep breath, tightening up the belts. Pace car drops in. They come up the front straightaway. Green flag is in the air. They're down and away at Five Flags. Timmy Martin quickly to the lead. I think our scoring may be a little off. It looks like Brian Edwards has the lead with Riley Maricchio now up to second. Jim Johnson fighting his way up into third. Jim now looking to the bottom. And they're trying to make it 3 wide out of turn 2, but Jim Johnson pulls ahead. Obviously using a nitrous hack or something, because we all know Jim, not that good. That's what you get, Jim. That's what you get, buddy. Riley Maricchio now side by side. Here comes Edmund Jones. Edmund comes in tonight second in points, looking to make up some ground on McRecken tonight. Brian Edwards continuing to fade, but Rusty Modesty now up in the top 5. And it looks like Kyle White has had an issue back behind. Let's see what happened with Kyle here. Gets down to the bottom. Oh! He was running right on that barrier on the inside and got to the end of it, and it just pulled him around. Jim Johnson still leads, but Edmund Jones, Riley Maricchio closing back in. Kyle White has towed it to pit road. Timmy Martin currently in 4th, Brian Edwards 5th, Rusty Modesty 6th, Ed Jones Sr. in 7th. Remember, just a couple weeks left of the season, and they will be recruiting again for the next season as the white flag comes out. And here comes Jim Johnson, by some miracle, wins heat number 1. Edmund Jones comes home second, Riley Maricchio finishing third. On to heat number 2. We'll see Michael Cray and Jimmy Fitzmaurice on the front row. Harold Rothery and Andrew Thornton on the second row. Nick Biddy and Jason Ricker on the third row. Kenny Tripp rounding out the field. Looks like we're just waiting on one driver. There he is. Jason Ricker is out. They're going to start rolling. Remember, right after the feature, we will be putting up the legends and unloading the tour mods, as the tour mods are here tonight as well. As I was mentioning, just a couple of weeks away from the recruitment series. That's going to be a blast. If you're interested in running them, legends are open setups and tour mods are fixed. There are several other series throughout the week that these guys run. Pace car leads them back down the back straightaway, gets ready to hit pit road. Andrew Thornton just blinked. He may be out. And that would be a huge heartbreak. And it does look like Andrew Thornton might be out of the event. Green flag back in the air. Michael Cray leads them down into turn one. Michael Cray currently leading the points in the tour mods, looking to put on... Oh! Rothery is around. Let's see what happened with Harold. Harold came in tonight 5th in points. Oh, just a little bobble on corner entry. Great job by all the drivers avoiding him. Great save. Michael Cray opening up a big gap here over Nick Biddy and Jason Ricker. Now Biddy has an 0.8 of a second gap to close down. Jason Ricker now in 3rd. Jimmy Fitzmaurice in 4th. Kenny Tripp in 5th. Harold Rothery in 6th. Hopefully Andrew will get back out on track for the feature. Biddy and Ricker still battling it out. Ricker trying to find a way underneath. Looks to the inside. He's got the run down into turn one. Meanwhile, they have actually been closing the gap down on Michael Cray. There's also a battle going on for 4th place. Jimmy Fitzmaurice and Kenny Tripp go at it. Tripp down to the bottom. And Tripp now into 4th. Ricker still holding on to 2nd, still reeling in Michael Cray in the lead. Nick Biddy right on his back bumper. Michael Cray out front, but just barely. He's led every lap so far. When he goes past the start-finish line, he's just got to hold on to it one more time. White flag is in the air, but Jason Ricker looks to the inside, can't get there. Michael Cray holds on to it out of turn 4. Ricker to the high side. Who's it going to be at the line? It is Jason Ricker by 1/100th of a second at the line. Michael Cray comes home 2nd. Nick Biddy in 3rd. Kenny Tripp in 4th. Jimmy Fitzmaurice in 5th. On to the warm-up. No, I stand corrected. Heat number 3. Because I can't read tonight. Gavin Noyes and Joey Smith on the front row. Josh Doobie and Kyle McRecken-Martin of the 2nd row. Matt Oven, Mitz Hayden, and Aaron Clark on the 3rd row. McRecken comes into tonight with a good points lead. They're in the 99, but we'll have to wait and see. He may still have a penalty forcing him to the back of the field at the start of the feature. Hey, good evening, William Mann Jr. How you doing, buddy? Everybody get stacked up, ready to go. Joey Smith has a blink. Here we come through 3 and 4. Pace car drops in. Back up the hill toward the start-finish line. Here we go. Green flag is in the air. Joey gets to the lead quickly. Here comes McRecken for... Oh, no! Kyle's around. He saves it. How the heck did he save that? But Gavin Noyes ended up in the wall. Let's see what happened here. Oh, Kyle just gets a little too low. Gavin doesn't realize he's there. They touch. Gavin Noyes goes around. Joey Smith, though, continuing to lead, but Josh Doobie is on his way. Ovenmitz now in third. McRecken in fourth. Looks like Gavin Noyes is slow on the bottom, trying to stay out of the leader's way. Now he's coming back up to speed. Ovenmitz comes by on the bottom. McRecken gets by. They all get by clean. Meanwhile, Josh Doobie continuing to reel in. Joey Smith almost to the bumper. Ovenmitz has caught up to the front too as well. McRecken not far behind. And it looks like Kyle is using that apron in every turn. Meanwhile, Doobie down to the bottom. Josh Doobie down to the bottom under Joey Smith for the lead. He's going to bring Ovenmitz with him. Out of turn 2, Doobie pulls up in the lead. Ovenmitz almost there. Joey fights back on the high side. They may try and do this 3 wide. No. But now, oh, Matt almost gets the wall as he gets to the high side. White flag in the air for heat number 3. Ovenmitz gets a bit of a run up on the high side. Doobie holding him off on the bottom. And Matt Hayden sends it deep in. Here comes McRecken. They're 3 wide. It is Ovenmitz at the line, wins heat number 3. Again by 1/100th of a second. 2 heats in a row finishing that close. I can't wait to see how the feature ends. All right, on to the B main as they start gridding. It's going to be Brian Edwards and Jimmy Fitzmaurice on the front row. Aaron Clark and Rusty Modesty have the second row. Harold Rothery, Gavin Noyes on the third row. Ed Jones Sr., Andrew Thornton on the fourth. Kyle White rounding out the field. Andrew having difficulties with his connection. We'll have to wait and see if he is able to take to the grid here. Kyle White also has not taken to the grid yet. Looks like neither Andrew Thornton nor Kyle White is going to make the grid. No, Kyle White does make it at the last minute. Andrew Thornton, however, does not make the grid. All right, here they go for their pace laps. Brian Edwards, Jimmy Fitzmaurice up front. Keep an eye on Rothery. Had a rough heat, but has been working his way up in every week so far, up to the top 5 in points. Vern Spring is 4th in points, and I think Rothery will actually pass him. Vern is not here tonight. One more time around, then we'll go green. Brian Edwards, Jimmy Fitzmaurice will lead them down. They pull back up to the pace car right before the pace car ducks in. There he goes. Brian Edwards in the lead. They come into turn 4. Green flag in the air. Brian gets an amazing jump on that one. Aaron Clark now trying to hold on to second, but Jimmy up on the high side has a run. Rothery down to the bottom, shoots into third. Now Jimmy Fitzmaurice looking to the bottom. And oh, we've got a crash. And several cars caught in it. Looks like it started with Aaron Clark in second place. Down into turn 3, he just gets loose. Looks like he clipped another car and then chaos. Looks like Jimmy Fitzmaurice was involved. Gavin Noyes and Brian Edwards also involved in this. Yeah, Brian goes for a flight. Harold Rothery, meanwhile, has made his way to the lead. It's what he's been doing all season long. Just works his way forward, now up here leading the B main. Rusty Modesty, though, now up into second, and Kyle White up 7 spots into third. Ed Jones Sr. in 4th, Jimmy Fitzmaurice in 5th. Aaron Clark currently runs in 6th. Rothery has a 1.1 second lead over Rusty. And Kyle White comes charging, but last time by, Aaron Clark set the fastest lap. Aaron's another driver who has been extremely fast in recent weeks, getting better and better. Expect him to be in contention next season. And don't forget, if you want a piece of this action, recruitment races are coming in just a few weeks. Aaron Clark just beat his best lap and continues setting the fastest laps. And gaining on Ed Jones Sr., Rothery, meanwhile, still has the lead. Kyle White and Rusty Modesty battle it out. Kyle now up into second. After starting in 10th, he has had picked up the most spots here. Rusty not ready to give up that spot yet. Down to the bottom. And Rusty Modesty reclaims second place. Ed Jones Sr. now getting up into this battle. Aaron Clark not far behind in 5th, continues running them down. Rothery out front. Rusty Modesty in 2nd. They're going to get 2 to go this time by, and starting to see some gaps between them. Ed Sr., though, has almost caught Kyle White. Harold Rothery coming around to get the white flag. White flag is in the air, but Rusty Modesty has closed that 1 second gap down, is now down to Rothery's bumper. Down through 3 and 4. Rothery has the lead. Rusty sends it in. Doesn't have enough, and Rothery wins the B main, followed by Rusty Modesty in second, Kyle White in third. Ed Jones Sr. has a great race coming home in fourth. Jimmy Fitzmaurice finishing fifth. All right, on to the warm-up. We'll see if any of the drivers come out here. Looks like McRecken is going to roll out. Jim Johnson's off pit road now as well. Michael Cray also out on track. Here comes the whole field. Jason Ricker, Josh Doobie. There is Timmy Martin rolling off. Edmund Jones is out there. Oh, we just had one go yeet into the wall. Just about 2 minutes left until the feature. Don't forget, after the feature, we will pack up the Legends, unload the Tour Mods, and the Tour Mods are going to go racing here at Five Flags as Nick Biddy goes around. I believe that was Jim Johnson that just went around on the front straightaway. Leave it to Jim to spin on a straightaway. With the close finishes we had in all three heats, it's going to be a very interesting feature. All three heats were decided in less than 2/100ths of a second. And as fast as these guys are running tonight, we could see the feature finish 3 or even 4 wide in a 1/100th of a second, deciding who wins. If you have a favorite driver in the field, don't forget to drop in the comments. Let them know you're cheering for them. All the drivers love to hear themselves talked about, except Jim Johnson's got to be hating it tonight and regretting immensely smack-talking the broadcaster pre-race. Matt Oven, Mitz Hayden, and Timmy Martin, the top two. Kenny Tripp, third fastest right now. As warm-up comes to a close, it is time to go racing. Your starting lineup for the feature will be Nick Biddy and Riley Maricchio have the front row. Josh Doobie, Michael Cray on the second row. Edmund Jones, Matt Oven, Mitz Hayden on the third. Jason Ricker and Jim, I'm so slow, I can't believe I'm on track, Johnson. Rounding out the fourth row, Kyle McRecken, Martin, and Timmy Martin. Rounding out the top 10, Kenny Tripp in 11th, Joey Smith in 12th. Harold Rothery in 13th, Rusty Modesty 14th, Kyle White in 15th, and Ed Sr. in 16th. Jimmy Fitzmaurice in 17th. Aaron Clark starts in 18th. 19th is Brian Edwards, and Gavin Noyes starting in 20th. Waiting to see if, to confirm whether or not, what is McRecken doing? McRecken, waiting to see if he has an EOL penalty this week or not. Does not look like he has an EOL. Give us just a moment to get the overlay fixed for you here so you can keep track of your favorite drivers one more time around. Down the back straightaway, waiting for the pace car to drop in. Pace car is in. Here we go. 40 laps around. Oh, holy cow. What a move at the start by Nick Biddy. Just gets on it, moves up the track. Green flag is in the air. Nick Biddy quickly into the lead. Riley Maricchio in 7th. Doobie and Oven Mitts battling it out back behind. Doobie trying to make his way forward now. In that battle with Matt Hayden, Oven Mitts just ran the fastest lap of the race so far. First caution of the night is out, and it looks like Nick Biddy is involved. Let's see what happened here. Oh, Nick Biddy and the 32 get together. And a lot of chaos comes from that. Harold Rothery back behind alongside. Oh, Rothery almost makes it through that mess. Rothery ends up on his lid. Jim Johnson is caught in it. Timmy Martin, Ed Jones Sr., Joey Smith, just pretty much the entire field is caught up in it. While we're under pace laps, we're going to quickly see if we can fix the apparent overlay issues. Because here lately, if it isn't one thing, it's another. All right, everybody getting settled in, stacked back up for the restart. Matt Hayden and Josh Doobie up front. Pace car drops in. Green flag is back in the air. And they're 3 wide into turn 1. Kyle Martin now up into third place. The points leader making his way to the front very quickly. Oven Mitts up into second. Riley Maricchio in first now. Josh Doobie back and forth. Kenny Tripp fifth. Michael Cray is sixth. Aaron Clark has crashed. No caution yet. Riley Maricchio now has the lead. McRecken, though, now up into second place, trying to make his way up into the lead. Matt Hayden right on their bumper in third. Josh Doobie in fourth. Edmund Jones in fifth. Kenny Tripp in sixth. Michael Cray up 10 spots into seventh. And Kenny Tripp up 14 spots into sixth. Harold Rothery, who came in tonight fifth in points, is back in 12th place, trying to make his way for it after getting caught up in that mess. Kyle White and Gavin Noyes battle it out. No! Timmy Martin almost got a run underneath Gavin and almost clipped that. I think he might have actually clipped that inside wall and had to check up a bit, but a great save. Meanwhile, Riley Maricchio just set the fastest lap of the race. Kyle Martin just took out a cone. Oven Mitts currently runs in third. Josh Doobie in fourth. Edmund Jones in fifth. Michael Cray gaining on as Edmund Jones and Josh Doobie battle it out. That's the battle for fourth with Kenny Tripp gaining on him. Edmund Jones just set the fastest lap of the race. And Jim Johnson, by some miracle, is making his way up through the field, now back up into 8th place. Worth noting, Maricchio started all the way back in 19th place and has just fired his way up into the lead. Kyle McRecken, Martin second, and Matt Oven Mitts Hayden currently run in third. Edmund Jones now in fourth. Josh Doobie back to fifth. Kenny Tripp has caught him. He is in sixth. Jim Johnson about to clear up into 7th place. Nick Biddy in 8th. Rusty Modesty. Look at this battle back behind, a 5-car battle for 9th through about 12th place. Kyle White's battling it out with Jimmy Fitzmaurice. Harold Rothery in the mix. Michael Cray is up there. Rusty Modesty up there as well. Oh, Rothery just gets yeeted into the wall. Caution. Looks like Josh Doobie may have had an incident as well. Doobie gets loose off of 4, snaps sideways into the outside wall, collects Jim Johnson and several others. At the same time, Harold Rothery just gets a bump from Kyle White, sent up the track, and he collected, I believe that was Jimmy Fitzmaurice that went, yeah, that was Jimmy Fitzmaurice. Up on the outside, nowhere to go. These little lightweight cars can catch a bit of air. So Riley Maricchio started almost at the tail end of the field and leads. Our points leader currently has slid back into 5th. Harold Rothery sticking it out, no front end, currently runs in 12th place. Looks like Josh Doobie is on pit road for repairs. Riley Maricchio, Oven Mitts, and Edmund Jones, your top 3. Kenny Tripp now up to 4th after starting in 20th. Kyle White started 22nd up into 7th. But the biggest mover of the night has been Riley Maricchio, who started in 19th and now leads. Pace car drops in. Riley controls the restart. They are down and away. Green flag back in the air. Matt Hayden, Kyle Martin going at it for 3rd place. Edmund Jones slips by on the restart, pulls up into 2nd. Matt drifting back on the high side. Here comes Kyle White. Harold Rothery is on pit road. Looks like his night, unfortunately, might be done. And that is a heartbreak. Caution is out. Looks like Aaron Clark and Gavin Noyes involved. Aaron Clark on the bottom. And Gavin just gets caught in the middle of a sandwich, comes down, and finds Aaron Clark there to the inside. Riley Maricchio and Edmund Jones will have the front row. Kyle McRicken, Martin, and Kenny Tripp on the 2nd. Matt Hayden, Kyle White, Rusty Modesty, Nick Biddy, Michael Cray, and Timmy Martin round out your top 10. Jimmy Fitzmaurice in 11th is the last car on the lead lap, and it looks like Jim Johnson and Harold Rothery are both out of the race. Aaron Clark is on pit road. Gavin Noyes is on pit road. There's been quite a bit of difficulty for quite a few drivers here tonight, and turn 3 and turn 4, often the trickiest parts of the track. You're going downhill into turn 3, getting back on the gas as early as possible for the run up from turn 4 up the front straightaway. And turn 3 is, for the most part, dark until you get that blinding light coming off of turn 4. Everybody stacks back up side by side. Pace car is in. Here we go. Green flag back in the air. Riley shoots to the lead quickly. McRacken all over his back bumper, but the real battle is back here From third place on back, Matt Hayden slides up into third, pushing Edmund back into fourth. Kenny Tripp looking low. Rusty Modesty is right there, along with Michael Cray and Kyle White. Matt still holds on to third, but they're side by side for fourth and fifth. Kenny Tripp now up into fourth for the moment. Oh! McRacken had gotten by Riley, but Riley gave him, I think, a little love tap. Oh! A blink out of Riley. And a big wreck. Caution is out, and it looks like McRacken was caught up in it. And it looks like Riley just blinked back in on Kyle Martin's back bumper. The two fastest throughout this race now have to drop all the way to the back. However, with only 10 cars on the lead lap, it's not going to be a big drop, but Kyle Martin is going to be at the back with a damaged car. Riley Maricchio now being scored a lap down. We'll have to wait and see if that sticks. Kyle Martin is on pit road for repairs. And Matt Oven Mitts Hayden now has the lead. Matt Hayden comes into tonight third in points, with Kyle Martin being so far back. Edmund Jones, Matt Hayden have a great opportunity here. Matt currently third in points, leads the race. Edmund currently second in points, right behind him in third. Kyle Martin is still on pit road and is falling back to 16th. Hey, good evening, Isaac. I miss you guys too, buddy. Should be getting one to green this time by. Isaac, man, I hope everything's going great for you, buddy. I am sure you're still out there dominating some dirt races. Lights are back out on the pace car. Pace car is in. Oven Mitts controls the restart. Here we go. He fires. Green is back in the air. 2 laps to go. Can Oven Mitts hold on for the win? Matt has not had a win yet this season in the Legends. Could tonight be the night he gets the white flag? Kenny Tripp looks up to the high side. Rusty Modesty has slipped by Edmund Jones for third. Down the back straightaway. Kenny up on the high side. He said, oh, they touch. Oven Mitts is around. And Kenny Tripp comes by for the win. Edmund Jones comes home second. Rusty finishing third. Kyle White finishes fourth. Michael Cray in fifth. Jimmy Fitzmaurice in sixth. As the fireworks go off, I'm guessing there's going to be some fireworks on pit road tonight. Let's see if we can get a word with our top 3, starting with Rusty. Hey, Rusty, it's Doug. You got me?
Hey, Doug.
That was a wild finish, but man, you come home with third place. You've got to be happy with it after a wild race like that.
No kidding, man. Just trying to keep it clean and thankful for fast repair.
Those do occasionally come in handy, don't they?
Especially when you got cards like this. Oh, yeah. No, that was good fun. It's a fast track.
It is a fast track, man. You did a great job all night long making your way up, and it looks like with Vern being out, you and Harold both are going to pick up some spots. You might actually move past Harold and pull up into fourth in points tonight.
Nice. Well, good. I appreciate that. That's I've missed a few races with work travel and stuff like that, so it's good to come out here and get a good points night.
Well, man, congratulations. It was an awesome run.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
All right, Rusty Modesty comes home in third. Edmund Jones comes home in second. And Edmund, what a wild last lap that was to go from fourth to second.
Yeah, I mean, that was fun. Definitely knew I had a great car, and, I don't know what happened on that last restart there. It looked like Matt and Kenny were getting into it a little bit, and just got fired off slow there. But if I would have got a good restart, I think I could have won it. So,
man, you had a great run, and looks like you're going to close the gap a little bit on McRecken, which was your biggest goal for tonight.
Yeah, getting those points is going to be, it's important. Hopefully I can try to maybe win my first championship with my own league.
Well, man, good luck and congratulations. That was an awesome run.
Hey, thanks, man.
And Kenny Tripp gets the win here. Hey, Kenny, it's Doug. You got me?
Yes, sir.
So that last lap was a doozy.
I honestly didn't feel a thing. I don't know what happened. I'm hearing reports that it was netcode. I don't know. I know qualifying. My trying and qualifying that didn't work.
Well, it was definitely an interesting method of qualifying, that's for sure. But man, you had a great run, and you come from 20th to get the win. That was an awesome run through the field.
Yeah, this setup was the qualifying setup I had just was way too tight, and I know I couldn't do nothing with it. So I took my race setup, and I know after like 3 or 4 laps it comes to life. So I was like, I'll just try to get the tires warmed up for qualifying, and that didn't work. So I'm like, I'll just ride around these guys, let people wreck, do whatever, and then just came into my favor, and I honestly don't know what happened in the last corner. I knew I was trying to hold him tight. All of a sudden, I know he spun. I didn't feel anything. I didn't feel anything. So I'm not sure what happened there, but definitely got to thank Jones BS League for putting this on. You for broadcasting. You do a wonderful job. Josh Doobie for getting me into this league. He praised about this league and said, "Hey, you gotta try it. It's a lot of fun. It's no stress, a lot of fun, and I'm enjoying it."
Well, man, congratulations and good luck going forward.
Thank you, sir.
All right, Kenny Tripp gets the win at Five Flags. Stick around. The tour mods will be out here in just a few moments. You're not going to want to miss that one for sure. Thank you guys so much. We'll be back in just a few moments.